Guys, and today we'll be continuing Death Note. Okay, boys. Last time on Death Note, we had probably, I think it was the craziest episode we've had yet. Like, okay, so much crap. Okay, so first of all, Misa got taken. I mean, L found particles, or just L found her hair at the crime scene of like the tapes and stuff, or like her friend, you know, all that. You know what I'm talking about. So he found the hair. So then he took her in custody, and now he's like has her tied down like Hannibal Lecter with the mask on and everything. It was for 3 days. I don't even know if she ate food. But it got so bad. It got to the point to where, I mean, it got so bad that Misa literally told Rim to kill her. Like, she doesn't want to do this anymore. She doesn't want to live. And so instead of her doing that, what she decided to do was forfeit her death note over to Light. But by her doing that, she won't be able to see Shinigami anymore, and she'll lose all memory of everything to do with the Death Note and the Shinigami. All that she'll remember is that the love she feels for Light. That's it. So that happened. I think at the ending of last episode that actually... No, it did happen, because at the end we saw Light with two Death... No, wait. No, Rem had the Death Note, and Light has his Death Note. So now... No, yeah, because at the ending we saw... So I guess now Light has two Death Notes. But the thing is, Light has to save Misa or Rem is going to kill him. So now he has to save Misa and get her out of there. I don't know how he's going to do that. But the weird thing is at the end of the episode, Light says goodbye to Ryuk. So that makes me think that Light's going to do the same thing Misa did, and he's going to lose all memory of everything to do with the Death Note. Maybe. But I mean, it has to be. Why else would he say goodbye to Ryuk? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. So, alright, we're going to start 3, 2, 1, whoop, bam. Decision. Oh, snap, boys. This ain't good. Ooh. Cool environment.
I hereby relinquish ownership of this Death Note. Take care of her. You gave your word.
Wait. What? Was that Light's Death Note or Misa's? I think he just gave up his own Death Note, boys.
Mr. Stalker? Hello, mister? Where are you right now? Do you think we could stop this game?
Stalker? Where'd you get that?
Okay, she's going back to the Shinigami realm.
Just as I thought. As long as I still have Ryuk's notebook, even though I gave up Rem's, all awareness I have of Rem still remains.
Oh.
The only reason I have to go through all this trouble is because you brought another Death Note to
Okay, so he gave up Misa's Death Note.
Is this really what you want, Light? Yeah. Okay. I never thought the Death Note I gave you would end up buried in a band.
Oh. Okay, he's hiding it.
I'm just hiding it, but it stays mine. Until the next time you hear me say the following words. Get rid of it. When I say that, regardless of the context, assume that I want to relinquish ownership of this Death Note.
Oh, that's it. That's kind of scary. That's cool, though. Okay.
You have to stop.
Do you know why I'm detaining you here? You must have some idea.
What do you mean? Because I'm a celebrity, obviously.
Ah, man, this sucks.
Who's ever gone this far, and you're starting to scare me.
How is this gonna work, though?
Know who Light Yagami is, and if so, why did you approach him?
Huh? What do you mean? How could I not know my own boyfriend?
She was so tight-lipped about it earlier. Now she's openly admitting he's her boyfriend.
This is crazy. Yo, he got some drip on? Let's go.
Yuzaki, like I said over the phone, I could be Kira.
No, Light.
What?
What are you talking about? Why would you even say something like that?
Oh my god.
There's no real proof that Light Yagami is Kira, so why come here to announce that you could be Kira? It's an act. There's no could be about it. safe to say that he's the world's best detective. And right now he seems pretty sure that I'm Kira. You see, subconsciously
This is his last effort to try to get out of this, and if it doesn't work, he's gonna say get rid of it to Ryuk.
I see. So you're not conscious of it, huh? I'm not sure of anything anymore. I'd never kill someone.
Oh.
But unconsciously, who knows what I'm capable of?
Okay, I see what's going on.
People as I sleep. I have to admit, I've found myself thinking that some criminals deserve to die. If I can think like Kira, then how can I be sure that I'm not actually him?
Hold on, Light. I feel exactly the same way. I found
Let's
myself
go.
before that some people would be better off dead. But still, that doesn't mean we're gonna go out and kill people.
This was premeditated. It's no accident you chose to do this now. Well, what if we incarcerate you for a while? Imprison you like we did Amane. If criminals whose names are made public keep dying...
Yo, he's got some nice toes, boy.
Just to think that you're innocent, right? Is that how you imagined it? Let's do it. I need you to fully restrain
Oof.
and place him in solitary confinement.
What? You can't.
You want us to confine him? Seriously?
If we're gonna do this, then it has to happen immediately. From this point on, you can't be allowed to go anywhere where I can.
You think he's been writing
Crazy.
tons of names in the death notes for certain times, so even when he's incarcerated, people will still die? That might be it.
Light.
Listen, something has to be done about this. As long as I'm having these doubts, I can't work with you to catch Kira. Promise me this. Until you can say with absolute certainty that I'm not Kira, you cannot set me free, no matter what I might say or what condition I might be in. You have my word. Mr. Yagami, can you come up with some sort of excuse for Light's absence? Something to tell your family? And please do it now.
But this is all so sudden. What should I say? And I see no reason why he should.
Bro.
Let it go, Dad. If I don't do this, I won't be able to live with myself.
Okay, I'm a little confused on how this plan of his is supposed to be working. How is he just supposed to get rid of his Kira ghost or whatever he's trying to pull right now? How is this gonna work? It's to make it seem like it's a ghost possessing people, right? The Kira ghost. So that's why Misa has no recollection of what the heck just happened, because she's maybe possessed. And now they're gonna make it like she was possessed, maybe? Ooh, first day in prison, okay.
I just have to get rid of the notebook.
So, I guess apples are out of the question.
Oh snap, yeah, what's gonna happen now? Is he gonna freak out and like mess around and they're gonna see him or something?
Ryuzaki, I'd like to request that you take me off this investigation.
Chief, no.
Wow.
I thought about it and
It makes sense.
holding my son Light as a prime suspect. Given that, it's not appropriate for me to be here. If the task force concludes that my son is Kira, I don't know what I'd be capable of.
Yes, I'll agree with you there.
The heck is that?
Do. I'll leave you kill your son and then yourself. I'd also agree that it's best that we
What?
don't have you working here for now.
Ryuzaki, I will ask that you confine me as well. At the moment, I'm calm. But to be honest, I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
I thought you might say that, so I spoke with Watari. He's made arrangements. You will keep your cell phone turned on and maintain regular contact with family and friends. You won't tell Light about this. If he does call you at some point, he must be made to believe that you're still at headquarters.
Else is seeming a lot more like Light lately. Like, I don't know.
Hey, mister, I really want to take a bath. I'm pretty sure you already know where I live, don't you? Could you bring me some clean clothes?
I didn't think this would get any more bizarre.
I feel so sorry for the chief right now.
What's happening? Have any new criminals been identified? Anyone that Kira would be likely to target? If so, has he killed any of them?
Are people still dying?
In fact, quite a few criminals' names have been broadcast recently. But since you've been detained, we haven't had one report of a criminal being killed.
Okay,
Wait, no one's been killed? Really?
Yes.
why wouldn't he write names in the death note?
It's only a matter of time before I'm convicted.
You know what I mean? So they're dying while he's in cuffs, so they know it's not him.
What's going on?
I don't get it.
I thought
Yeah.
He stopped completely. The only question left will be whether or not he was conscious of being killed.
See, that's what I'm thinking. The main thing, like he's possessed.
That'll be let off the hook if he can just prove he wasn't conscious of being Kira.
5th day, boys.
I can't take this anymore.
No apples.
Soon, I don't know. In the end, I just have to get through this.
Dude, Light's doing good. I didn't think 7 days in.
You've only been here for 1 week. I'm sure
Only.
it's easy.
Bruh.
Are you feeling alright? Now that I've come this far, I think it's about time.
Are people gonna start dying? I'm confused.
I suppose I'll have to.
Is he gonna have Ryuk like pick him up or something? What? Dude, I'm lost. I have no idea what is going on. Are you kidding me?
Got it.
Oh.
Later.
Goodbye, Ryuk. Oh. Oh, this sucks. That is what he was doing, make it look like they were both possessed.
Why am I doing this? I don't belong here. Ryuzaki,
I realized that I was the one pushing for confinement and that I asked you to put me in here. But I just realized something important. This whole thing's completely pointless. Because I'm not Kira.
You have to get me out of here.
I can't do that.
See,
I
dude.
promised you that no matter what you said, I wouldn't let you out until I was convinced that you are not Kira.
Light Yagami is Kira.
See, the deaths have to continue for him to get out now, right? Because, I mean, they have a point. 15th day?
I just heard 2 weeks worth of criminals were just murdered all at once. It happened yesterday.
Yeah. Kira's back.
Ooh! Okay, cool. I shouldn't be proud of that, but...
Kira started killing again. It looks like Kira was
Yay!
resisting, but now he started punishing criminals again.
Then that means my son. I shouldn't be happy that people have been killed, but at least Light's name will finally be cleared.
Amani,
Oh, dude, this is nuts.
or not.
That again? I wish I knew, but I don't. Because if I did, I'd thank him for punishing the burglar who killed my parents. To me, Kira is a hero.
I don't
Dude.
understand what's going on.
Yeah, I know. That's. Bro. Okay, guys. Dude, this is like the only. I say this so much, but this is like the only show that makes me feel this way. It's like. I can never expect anything that is ever going to happen. And it's just like. I don't know, boys. It's so good. Okay, so Light is being taken to jail because he basically said that he could be Kira because Light is like the best detective, or L's the best detective. So if L thinks that Light is Kira, then he must be right, is what he's basically saying. So he got taken into custody. Day 1 goes by. Ryuk is starting to get a little like shake and like because he has no apples. And okay, see that's interesting too because at first I was thinking it was like stands like in JoJo, like they have to be kind of close for the most part. But well, no, not all stands in JoJo have to be close. But okay, like I was thinking Ryuk had to stay close to Light. Or like stay in the proximity of the Death Note, but as you can see, it seems like he can go just about anywhere he wants. So when Ryuk is getting the shakes about the apples, why doesn't he just go get apples? Because we know he doesn't have to be by Light or the Death Note, right? Right? Wait. Maybe not. No, because you... See, I don't quite know what the rule is on that. Does he have to stay with the Death Note, kind of watch over it? Or can he just go wherever he wants? No, because we saw in last episode, Rem, she went to go talk to Light and Ryuk. Well, she had the Death Note though with her, right? See, I don't know. I'm assuming there's some rule there where the Shinigami has to stay near the Death Note or the user, because otherwise, why can't he just go get apples? It makes no sense. But anyways, okay. So interesting that L told Mr. Yagami that I believe you would kill your son, then kill yourself if he finds out that Light is Kira. I mean, that's a crazy statement. I mean, I don't even know if he'd do that. I mean, he might. I don't feel like he would do that. I feel like he'd just, like, just knowing that alone would, like, be too much for him to handle, and he would just, like, die. Or he'd, like, kill himself. I don't feel like he'd kill his son, though. I mean, he might. I don't know. So then, I think did it skip day 2? I think it just went to 1 to 3. I could be wrong, but anyways. Nothing happened really in day 2, just no deaths still. Then day 3 came around, still no deaths. 5th day came around, no deaths still. And on the 7th day, Light told Ryuk to get rid of it. But see, okay, I have questions about that because of the fact, okay. I mean, facts of what episode I'm on for 1, and 2, how is this work in his overall plan? I feel like his plan is to make it look like Kira is a sort of possession type thing where it takes over the user and makes them do certain things. Because I can see that working with the fact that they know L now knows what they mention Shinigami. So maybe they'll think a Shinigami takes over an individual and makes them kill people. Because, I mean, if you think about it, they're using, like, mind powers to kill people. Because they don't know how they're doing it. They know all you have to see is their name and see them to kill people. So, I mean, that's not a normal thing. That's like some Jedi ability. So maybe that's what he's going for, to make it look like a ghost is taking over. Because Misa is being genuine right now. She has no idea what's going on. And I think Light is as well. But for some reason, just the way... Okay, and the other part, I was mentioning what episode I'm on episode 16, and this... I'm not going to look at the episodes because I don't want to see the names. It's kind of hard to see what episode how many episodes there are without seeing the name of them, so... But I'm not even halfway done, so... And he has lost all memory. I'm like 95% sure he's lost all memory or recollection of the Death Note and Ryuk. But because of the fact that we're only on episode 16, I mean, he has to get it back, right? I mean, right? I mean, he buried it. But since he lost all his memory of Ryuk and the Death Note, how was he just going to go back and get it? Okay, see... Okay, I'm going to go back, because there was a certain thing he said when he was burying the Death Note. He's saying, it's still my Death Note until something, right? He says, for the time being, I'm just hiding it. But it stays mine until the next... Oh. Okay. No, okay, see, okay, I don't understand the plan. He says, it's still mine until you hear me say the following words, and the following words were, get rid of it. So him saying that means it is no longer his Death Note. He has no memory of it, and he has no memory of Ryuk. So how is Light get the Death Note back? Because the way his pride and ego is makes me feel like he's not just going to get rid of this. He has to have thought of a plan to get rid of the Death Note and then reacquire it. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way he is. I don't feel like he would just give up that easily. He has to have a plan of getting it back. All I can think of is one of two things. No, that doesn't make any sense, because Ryuk went and he retrieved the Death Note, so it's no longer buried in that location. I was thinking maybe he had like a tracker, and he like put a coordinates in his room of like a specific location, and he'd be like, hey, what the heck is this? And he'll like go to it and like unbury it and reacquire the Death Note once he grabs it. Is it once you get the Death Note again, do you reacquire all the memories you lost? Or do you just see, you know what I mean? Or does it kind of just start over and like you're just now seeing this for the first time? I'm not sure. It's either that or the fact that we know though that Light has in like his back pocket or his like wallet, he has a page of the Death Note. But I mean, does that count as the Death Note, as in touching it still? Because we know it worked when he gave it to Misa, and Misa touched that. When Misa touched the page of the Death Note, she could see Ryuk. So, since he still has that page in his wallet, and obviously if it's in his wallet, he's gonna eventually end up touching it. So once he does that, is he gonna be able to see Ryuk again and remember everything, or is it, you know what I mean? Or does that page just become a normal page now that the Death Note, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, but that is quite interesting. I mean, that has to be his plan, right? To make it look like they're unaware of their actions and that a Shinigami is like taking over people. You know what I mean? I mean, that has to be their plan, or at least that's Light's plan, right? I just don't understand, and I was confused at first because they were saying no people were dying. And I was like, okay, so how did Light think this through? I mean, how is Light going to be able to get out? Because once he's been in there, no people have been dying. So that makes me think like, okay, so, I mean, they're never going to release you, even if they can't find any more proof that you're Kira. But as long as you're locked away, no people are dying. Obviously, they're going to keep you locked up. But when the 15th day came around, 2 weeks worth of people all died simultaneously. They all died like the same time. So, because it was 15 days in, maybe you're going to start thinking Kira is going to start killing people rather than one at a time. He's going to kill a bunch at one time every 15 days or so, something like that. And with them now knowing that Kira killed 2 weeks worth of people in 15 days, I mean, after 15 days goes by, he killed them all simultaneously. Maybe he's going to think, or, I mean, L is going to think that maybe the Kira is going to kill now in this way rather than, you know, singles here and there every couple days or whatever. So then they're not going to want to hold Light for another 15 days to see if that's the case, because that's long, you know what I mean? And with the fact that, he's been locked up for 15 days and they've been watching him. So that was the main thing. I think the reason he wanted to be locked up is so they can have complete full-on coverage of him 24/7 to see he's doing nothing and people are still dying. You know what I mean? Because now that they've seen him for 15 days, he's doing nothing, he's locked up for 15 days in prison. And then 2 weeks worth of people die. There's no way they can still think it's Light, right? That's what I'm thinking. That's the only reason he wanted to be locked up. Was for that one reason, I think. And also because of the fact that if he doesn't save Misa, he's going to be killed. But how does... I'm a little confused on what was the point of him... I think it was just because he knows L is so clever that he can see if... He'll know that L can tell if I'm lying. Or not me, but Light, if I was like in his place. That's what he's thinking probably. That if I continue to lie, L's gonna know. Because he's just that clever. So if he's being genuine Light, and he has no memory of anything that's going on, L will see that he's being genuine. That has to be the plan, right? To know that L can see he's not lying, and people are still dying while he's locked up. But how does that... I don't know. How does that that seems like it clears his name, but how does Rem get, I mean, not Rem, how does Misa get out? Maybe they'll just kind of group them up together and have them released, or maybe they had like another tape of the second Kira trying to contact the real Kira, and if that gets played, then it'll make it look like the what was it? It's not the fake Kira. The other Kira and Kira are still out there. I mean, how else does Misa get out? Or is it just with the fact that maybe they'll think they were possessed or something, and they'll have to release them? I mean, that's all I can think of. But the huge question now is how does Light get the Death Note back? I mean, let's be real. We're not even halfway done with the show. The show is called Death Note. The main character is Light and Ryuk, and now Misa and L. So, I mean, the Death Note has to come back at some point, right? I'm assuming. I mean, seriously, that better not have been the last time we saw Ryuk and Rem. Right? There's no way, right? No. We have to see them again. So, I just don't understand. I mean, because when Light told Rem, I give up all possessions of this Death Note, Rem took the Death Note and then she went back to the Shinigami realm, I'm pretty sure. So, since he got rid of all of his memory of the Death Note, doesn't Ryuk just take the Death Note and go back to the Shinigami realm? So, I'm gonna that part in the beginning, I'm gonna watch it again. What exactly does he say? He says, assume that I want to relinquish all ownership of this Death Note. So that means he has no memory. It's gone. So how does he get the Death Note back? It has to be that page he has in his wallet thing, right? I mean, how else? I don't get it. That has to be it, right? Otherwise, I mean, I have no idea. Unless Ryuk is just like, he breaks the rule and be like, yo, I want to see my homie again, Light, and he just brings the Death Note back to him. Otherwise, how does this work? I don't get it. Maybe Ryuk and Light talked more, but it hasn't showed us yet, and maybe there's like another plan in the works that we just don't know of yet. That, yeah, I want to relinquish all ownership of the Death Note, but maybe he'll bring it back to Light at some point. You know what I mean? That's all I can think of. Because I don't see how else he gets it back. I mean, he had to have thought of a plan for when he decides to lose all memory of it, of how to reacquire the Death Note. So did he like write down some? I mean, that's kind of sketchy to write something down like that. But maybe he wrote it down somewhere. You know, in that weird door, that drawer, or not drawer. Is it a drawer? Cupboard? Whatever. The cupboard thing he has in his room where if you lift it, he like hid the Death Note in it. With like if someone tries to tamper with it, it like starts a fire and burns it. Maybe he hid a page in there of the Death Note. Or a note telling him to like, I don't know, boys. It makes no sense because Death Note's no longer buried, right? So it makes no sense. I don't understand how he's supposed to reacquire it. But obviously, next episode, maybe we'll see how. And it's going to be so obvious. But, I mean, this show, it's so good at, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm wondering, what exactly was the excuse that they told the Yagami family of why Light and Mr. Yagami aren't going to be home for 15 days? What, a family emergency? But they are the family. Or like, what did they tell Light's school? I mean, he's half a month behind now in his school. I mean, what the heck kind of excuse? It must be a good excuse, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess that's it, boys. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I guess that's it, boys. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens next episode. Do they get out or do they stay in? Because the last thing we heard was Elle saying he's very confused on what's going on right now. He's not in control of the situation, which he usually is. And since Elle isn't, I mean, he's going to have to release them, right? I mean, 2 weeks worth of people all died at the exact same time. Or he's going to hold them even longer, and maybe another 15 days or 5 or 3 days goes by, and another, 2 weeks worth of criminals die again. Then at that point, he's going to be like, okay, I have to release him. It's obviously not him. Or Misa. That's all I can think of. And maybe this will play into the whole plan with the fact that, because we saw Elsa when Rem touched Misa's hair, it just moved. It was super weird. There was no drafts in the room most likely, and a big chunk of her hair just moved and then came back down. We saw him see that. So maybe he's going to recall seeing that and be like, okay, maybe there is a ghost. And then he's going to remember that they were talking about Shinigami. And he's going to think, holy crap, this is real. There's ghosts or demons taking over people. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess I'm going to here, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.